Wow, a year and a few weeks. Okay. So guys, I'm going to introduce Trenda just to ask her a few questions because she's new to this industry. I mean, I've been in this industry since 2000, let's just say before Price. Long time. I've been in this thing for a long time. But knowing the art days, maybe 10 years, but over a decade. I've been in it for a long time. And to watch, when I started this industry, I didn't have that much success. I went 3 years without not even one recruit. So, what's your background? What piqued your interest about network marketing? And did you have ups and downs? That's my first question.
Whew. Yes. So first of all, um, my background has always been sales. I've done where I've done it's called B2B, where I contacted business owners and got them to get an American Express business card. I've also sold cars to a lot of people with less than perfect credit. Um, I will tell you, this entire year has been, when I first started, it was a struggle. When I say it was a struggle, because I was working a job and got a taste of this business. And I really feel like I quit my job too soon. Um, and I don't recommend anyone to quit their job too soon, to have a plan. But what really stuck out to me with the business is I remained coachable. I always kept in contact with my upline. Anything Shauna Thomas, shout out to Shauna Thomas, the newly promoted VP. I always stay in contact with my upline. I also, got the encouragement from you, Bruce. Anything that y'all did it before me, I didn't try to recreate it. I did exactly what y'all told me to do. I didn't miss a training. Um, I just didn't, and I asked a lot of questions, and I actually, know what it is that I want. I want to leave a legacy for my boys. Being a single parent, a single woman, that it's not easy. The fact that I don't have to deal with a man just to see what he could do for me, I could get the money myself and don't have to worry about it. Just being available for my team, doing whatever it takes, having a daily routine, feeding my mind. Like, oh my God, I could just, and to be honest with you, though, that convention I just left in Vegas was a whole nother level. To see so many people winning was just unheard of. To be able to change lives, to be able to not have to work for nobody, having my son as 20 years old all into the, I mean, I could just keep going, Bruce. I know I need to stop, but I'll go ahead and stop right there.
So Trenda, let's go back to where you said you walked away too early. What position were you, what title were you when you walked away, and
I
what?
was
Yeah.
I was at had just made senior field trainer. I was actually going through a lot at my job anyway. Being a woman in the auto industry, it's just, you have to sleep your way through, or you just have to work extremely hard. I got fed up and allowed that to let me walk away. But you know what? Um, Sorry,
With your full social.
I apologize. I got a phone call. But I actually was senior field trainer. And as a senior field trainer, I walked away too soon, because I was actually, making more money as a senior field trainer than what I was making when I was in the auto industry, because I had to work more hours and then work part time in the business. But I will tell you, I don't regret it, because it gave me fuel to work harder, work smarter. And I had a plan, I had a goal. I got with Shauna and told her exactly what I wanted. And, she told me what I had to give up. I no longer have the same friends I had when I started, because they wasn't on the same mindset. They wasn't trying to do what, I was trying to do to get to the next level. I would just say, I'm sorry, I went on
No,
and on.
that's good. Let's start right there because I'm noticing a habit that a lot of successful people have. You talked about being uncomfortable to be comfortable. And I think a lot of us, we are afraid of change. We're afraid of uncomfortably. We stay at this complacent part of our lives, but we don't understand that to be uncomfortable is, you got to be uncomfortable if you want to to live a comfortable lifestyle. And that uncomfortability made you, it turned you into this precious diamond, right? And I'm writing down, you said you changed your friends.
Right.
I think one of my this mentors said, if you can't change who you hang around, you got to change who you hang around.
Absolutely.
And that is one of the things I definitely had to do myself. Daily routine. Let's talk about that. Daily routine. So a lot of times I think people, when they come into entrepreneurship, they're so used to a boss telling you what to do, when to clock in. But when you come into entrepreneurship, you're like, I'm my own boss. Guess what? You don't have nobody telling you what to do. So guess what? Most people do nothing. They get up and it's like, oh, I'm gonna scroll on my Facebook. I made a few calls or I inboxed a few people. It's like you're waiting for instructions. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what, leaders don't wait for instructions. We just get it done. We like Nike, we just do it. And that's what separates the men from the boys, the women from the girls. And I want to tell you, so let's talk about your daily routine. What is your daily routine?
Well, I wake up every morning at 5:30 a.m. Waking up at 5:30 a.m., I already write down my plan, rather it's who I'm going to talk to, which team member I'm going to help. Of course, I pray. I do get my workout on because you gotta do that. And I don't talk to anyone before 9 o'clock. I have an hour to for my mindset. Rather is listen to Eric Thomas. That's who I listen to a lot. Eric Thomas really just that he really definitely motivates me. I really have a plan. Like from 6 o'clock to 9 a.m. I've already wrote out my plan for the day. I already know the customers I'm going to follow up with. I already know which team member I'm going to talk to. I already leave time and available for unexpected things. And then also Mondays, I actually call customer service and check on a lot of my clients to check on if they got the results. So those Mondays are tied to just basically calling customer service for the customer. So that's really my daily routine. I mean, to kind of, having that daily thing to do is definitely has helped me be successful.
All right, and one last question. Let's talk about the struggles one more time. I need to go back to the struggles because we got to be transparent on here. Like people think that they see me or they see a lot of they just think it's always peachy green or it's always butterflies. But let's talk about your struggles. Let's talk about the times you had the voices in your head and you just wanted to say, you know what? I'm done with FPS. I don't think this is for me. Let's talk. Take us back to that moment and how were you able to overcome that?
Whew, I had some struggles where I had a lot of people, especially a lot of people in the auto industry that I made a lot of money for. I had my managers telling me, oh, you'll be back. And why are you going to go do that pyramid thing? Even all the way down to my family not supporting me, all the way down to my mom really not having the understanding that, I don't see myself working for someone, all the way down to just not having the money financially to do what I need to do for myself and my boys. And I told myself I will never, ever get to the point that I will not have enough money to do what I need to do for my boys. This business gives me the ability to do whatever it is that I need to do to support my boys. To have to I mean, it was definitely a struggle because so many people wanted me to go do other things for them that I've always had to do for other people because I still love helping people. But when you tell people no and you tell people what you're looking to do and they don't see the vision, they'll make it seem like something is wrong with you or think you too good for them or just try to, but you know what? I stayed when I went to church, I stayed prayerful. In church, I came to church to praise God. And when I wasn't at church, I was listening to have something to do with the business. If I felt like I was down and out, I called Shauna, and there have been times that I wanted to quit. And when I wanted to quit, she'll either call you, Bruce, on the slick side. I know it. She'll call Lakeisha. I'll talk to Tiffany. I tell you, I've quit this business so many times. But you know what? At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, this business is going to help me to leave a legacy for my grandchildren that I don't have, which I'm not ready for just yet. This business is definitely changing my life. It's changed my mom's life, my son's life, my life. I'm just on a whole nother level. And I thank God. And I thank God for you, Bruce. I thank God for Shauna Thomas. I thank God for my team. I thank God for my boys for sharing me with everybody because God knows. I just say don't quit, stay coachable, stay plugged in. I'm sorry, I'm crying right now, but y'all don't even understand. I've got my vision board. My vision board is intact. Intact. I'm telling you, y'all, whatever you want this business to do, you better write the vision and make it plain.
Wow, wow, wow. That is powerful. And I think a lot of us, they don't have their visions or they don't make sure it's plain enough for them to see it. And I listened to a lot of Steve Harvey as well. And one of my favorite quotes he said was Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. He says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, but evidence things not seen." And I think a lot of times we don't see. It's like I had to see where I was going mentally before I was there physically. And if you ever watched the movie The Matrix, he didn't know he was the one, but once he knew he was the one, man, that boy could beat your ass without even looking. It's like, and if you even really look at the word enemy, and you really dissect the word enemy, it's really inner me. Inner me. So it's always the conversations, I guess, we have with ourselves. And I want to thank you for that wonderful testimony, Trenda, because you are beast mode. And I know you're going to be a VP one day. So thank you for that. And I appreciate you being transparent that this is not going to be easy, but it will be simple. There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. And I just want you guys to have the right expectations when you start a business. Hey, how are you? So before I bring up Kevin, I just want to go over one quick training, and I'm going to bring up some other people as well. You know what? Maybe I should bring up Kevin real quick, so this could buy me some time to get my training out. So let me bring up Boss Man. He's going to bring up some people himself. I want to bring up, this gentleman, man. If y'all know, man, there's nobody hardworking in this gentleman, man. And I say consistent, hardworking, loving father. He's just always there. He was there for me, and he's very inspirational, very motivating. I wouldn't even say motivating. He inspires you because inspiration is inner. See, anybody could be motivated. Motivation is like a temporary plug. But when you inspired and it's inside of you, it ain't coming out of you. And he inspired me to believe in myself when I didn't even believe in me. Gave me a book to read, and he don't know that he is the main reason why I'm here today. So I want to if I could give a standing ovation, I would. So I want to bring up my brother from another mother from the same father, Mr. Coach Kev. Are you on tonight's call? Oh, I probably got to unmute him. Hold on, guys. Allowed to unmute himself. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I was wondering what was happening over here.
My bad.
I said they don't want us to win. Can you see me okay? My thing is a little fuzzy.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy, but don't worry. We're going to fix that next week.
Dang, we recording this, so we're going to be looking crazy. All right, so let me try to unmute. Let me try to get out of then. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me try something. I'm sorry. No, it's still not working. Let me try to get out and come back in, Bruce. Don't kill me.
All right, man. In the meantime, I guess I'll bring somebody up. All right, so he's gone. All right, so one thing I can say is, man, I want to talk about hitting sales director in 30 days, but I also want to talk about hitting the right expectations. Let me see who else is on here. Got Amber on here. Shouts out to you, Amber. Let's see what else we got on here. All right, so I'm gonna bring up one more person before I bring up Kev. I'm gonna bring up boss lady, Mrs. Thomas. All right, so I want to bring up Shauna because Shauna is another boss lady out in the Orlando area, and man, I've watched her go up and down in the business, and I just want her to be transparent. Even though she does a lot of things, you know, how are you able to balance running a side business, being a mother, being a wife, and still being able to hit a prestigious title called vice president? So without further ado, I mean, she's killing the business left and right. She's probably knocking out, she's going to be a regional vice president soon. Probably knocking that out, probably be a senior vice president, the way she booming this thing. But Sean, I want to bring you up because I want you to be transparent and let them know, like, listen, when you came in, like, did you just blow this up? Did you ever think about quitting? Like, what kept you in the game? So without further ado, is boss lady Shauna Thomas, are you on the line?
I am, Bruce. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, and of course, I can see.
Loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, I definitely want to give it back to you because you asked, what's one of the things that actually kept me in the game, and I can definitely say my leadership. So definitely hats off to you, of course, Alfred as well, and all the other amazing leaders in this, in our business. But yeah, boy, I can tell you, man, 4 years in, and just being honest with you, it was hard. I had done network marketing before, and just some things, I can name a few, but again, I didn't have much success in them. I can even say I don't even remember getting a check in maybe half of them, right? But I always saw the vision in network marketing. I always wanted to be the person to be in control of my income. I definitely saw the vision. But when I came across this opportunity, I just knew it was the right fit. Me being in real estate, also me being in the tax profession as well. And, I just knew, I said, okay, I found one that, I felt like I could, be, this would work for me. All the other ones, I wasn't too sure, but this one I said, you know what, I'll give it one more try. And I mean, this was the last go for me with network marketing. But, I got in, and, one of the main reasons, of course, just like everybody else probably, I needed the services. Okay. So, I definitely had some success there. And, and I had success, within 4 months, my score went up over 100+ points. So, and I'll be honest with you, I did come in and I got my first win at first. I was told, of course, come in, strive for 5, get your 5 people, you get your services for free, right? So I accomplished that goal. But, like you said, life happens, things happen. And it seems like always, and I tell my team this all the time, it seems like there's always something that happens when you start something new, especially when it's something that's positive and you're going to, try to become successful. It's always something that comes up. I mean, I don't care what it is. It can be a death in the family. It could be, it can be something tragic on down to, I don't know. It can just be something. But I feel like always that something that happens is the one thing, probably the main reason why you need to keep going. And also, you know, it also lets me know that I'm on the right track. You know, it makes me look at things differently when I see things like that happen, especially now being in this industry, when I see it happens, you know, so much without different people that I've, you know, brought into the team. It always is, it's usually always is something, but I always encourage them to kind of keep going. But with me, something did happen. You know, I got diagnosed with breast cancer. I was going through a transition at the time where I was, well, I actually had just had my surgery, but I was going through the reconstruction process, and it was pretty tough for me. And so that was one of the things that actually kind of, you know, slowed me down from actually being able to, you know, continue to just be on, you know, be on track to build my business consistently. And so, you know, and of course, you know, when you know, move away from the fire, right? You know, I wasn't really plugged in. I wasn't going to the events. You know, you just kind of lose track, right? But I was always active. But, you know, one thing, you know, my mentor did, Mr. Alfred Nixon, and, you know, he always stayed following up with me. And so he would follow up with me. And it was just that one event that I went to. You know, he sent me a flyer. I went to that event. And from that moment on, I said, you know what? I'm going to commit to my success, because I knew no one was going to give it to me, right? If I wanted to live a certain life, if I wanted to do certain things, if I wanted things to change, I knew that I had to be that change. And so, you know, I look back at my life, I was tired of starting things and not finishing them up or giving up, right? So, you know, I definitely struggled. And then on top of that, you know, when I did decide to go in and I committed to my success, I was going into tax season. So like you said, you know, I did have other things that I was doing. And of course, tax season would kind of throw me off of, you know, my personal production with, as far as, you know, I would bring customers in, but as far as building my team, right? But again, like I said, I knew that I had made that commitment to myself and I wasn't going to give up. And, you know, so after tax season would be over, I would go back to, you know, recruiting and, you know, trying to, you know, find people to join my team. And, you know, and for a long time, it was just me. And, you know, I brought people in and, you know, they would hang around for a little while and they would leave out. So I've had to rebuild my business several times, like you said, you know, and over the course of the 4 years, you know, I would go to events. And, you know, sometimes it was just me and that other partner, you know, shout out to Octavia, you know, she's been riding with me for, you know, for a minute here. And, you know, I think we both kept each other encouraged. You know, we definitely saw the vision, and we just said we were never going to give up. And so it's just been that. And, you know, and outside of all the things that, you know, I've been through, I just knew to stay on track, and I knew that it would eventually take off, because hard work does not go unnoticed. And so since then, you know, I committed. I was, you know, able to find some very positive people, and, you know, people that saw the vision as well. You know, like you say, it's a numbers game. So, you know, sometimes we just have to keep going through those numbers until we find those people that share the same vision as we do, and see the vision and see the success on the other side. You know, it's like, you know, hey, I'm going to go chase that pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow. But it's kind of hard to find those people to just, you know, take that journey with you. And so I've been blessed now to be able to have a team, and I'm so thankful for them. And, you know, and I just pray that they continue to see the vision and work hard, because it is that pot of gold on the other side. And, you know, I'm just excited. But, you know, the struggle has been real, but at the same time, the success has been even realer. So I'm just happy I stuck and stayed.
So what happened in year one? What title were you? Year one.
Year one, oh man. By the end of year one, I was sales director.
Okay.
I think I stayed at each title for like a year. A year.
Listen, you know, sometimes I think we can move too fast,
Right.
and we're not ready for those positions. And once you move to a certain level of income, but your mindset isn't there, your income will go back down to where your level of mindset is. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It makes plenty sense. It
So
makes plenty sense.
some of
Go
us
ahead.
want to rush to these, you know, titles, but maybe you're not ready for that title. You're not ready for that. And that's why I always tell people, never stop investing in leadership, because you're learning how to lead an organization. So year two, you was a RSD?
Yep.
Okay. And year three?
Well, I remember I became a sales director in December, and I think I made it to RSD around that March or April of the following year,
Okay.
right after tax season or around that time. And then I was RSD for about a year.
And year 4, which is now.
Yep, I went to ESD. So I was ESD for some months, and now vice president.
Wow. Congratulations, man. Listen, I'd like
Thank
to give a
you.
round of applause. You deserve it, man. You deserve
Thank
it.
you.
That's the definition of stick and stay. You earn your pay.
You're right. But you know what, Bruce? I want to go back to exactly what you were just saying as far as not being ready. And so I understand that. Sometimes sometimes we think, of course we come in, we all want success. But I'll be honest with you, like I said, I had never really had any type of success in network marketing, right? So I would not trade these past 4 years because it's definitely taught me. I'm quick to tell you, I'm not the most disciplined person, but now I have to be more disciplined because I know that I want to be successful. So it's definitely taught me to be more disciplined, sticking to that schedule, being consistent with something. Like you said, it's about growth. And so over the past 4 years, that growth has prepared me for this position because I wasn't ready. I'm still growing. I've never had a team. I've never been able to lead a team. I've never been in any type of positions of, management before. Some people come from those backgrounds, but I've never done that. I'm not I always, my husband always likes to say, why everybody comes to you for advice. I mean, I'm good with talking now. I can motivate you and, say all the nice, positive things. That's me. But, just being able to now at this point lead others, it definitely took some growth for me to get there. And so I'm just thankful. And, and also I give credit, of course, to my God, because, I feel like anytime that you're leading people, you want to lead them the right way. And I'm definitely going to always give credit back to God and let them know that, that's my source. And, we can't make it without him. So.
Well, thank you, Shauna, for that wonderful testimony to let people know that it's good things come to those who wait, and you can't rush things that take time. You can't rush pregnancy. You can't rush a seed that's been planted that turns into a tree. Like, everything takes time. When you put that muffin in the oven, you can't rush it. If you rush it, it doesn't come out good. So, everything takes time and everyone has their season. And I'm here to tell you right now is your season. Keep killing it.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll credit back to you too. Your awesome training and everything that you do to pour into the whole team. Just even tonight, this is awesome. And, and that's one thing I always tell people that, when they're joining the team, like, man, just our leadership and the people that we're, surrounded with that genuinely care about, for everyone being successful. I mean, you all are just selfless leaders. And, it's, of course, you're like my family now. So it's just like, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. I breathe FES at this point.
And let's get it, man. We eat. And I think that's another thing. A lot of people, they're not really in FES. They're kind of in it. But until it's in you, then nah. And I think one of the person who I know is, eat, breathe, and sleep FES. Mr. Coach Kev, how are we looking right now?
Oh, I look a little better. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, boy, you put Visine over there? What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. Ms. Thomas, thank you for that great testimonial. Wow. When people hear that,
yeah,
it just helps them understand that you either in a problem, going into a problem, or coming out of a problem.
Yep.
sometimes people think that they the only ones that have problems. And when I heard that, I'm like, bruh, like, no excuses. So just thank you, Ms. Thomas. Thank you. I don't know how I'm gonna come after that, but I appreciate that. What's up, Bruce?
Man, wow. Coming out of a problem into a problem. It's kind of like when Moses was going out and God told him to go get my people. So he went to go get the people. Now he's leading them to the promised land. Then Pharaoh tells him to go get the people. So now he has a problem behind him, and he runs into the Red Sea, and he has a problem ahead of him. Just because we get into a business or we hit something, that problems will go away. Nah, we call it this. That's what they say. Every level is a different devil. Every level is a different devil. So you hit it right on the point. No matter what, there's always going to be problems. But every test is a testimony. So I wanted to bring you up because, man, I mean, whatever notes you want to share, I think the people need to know the trials and tribulations. I think we talked about some stuff. I don't know if you have them in your notes.
So I could go off the dome, but it's three points that I just, I can't leave this webinar without mentioning. A lot of people are calling me, congratulatory messages, and that's nice, that's cute, but I don't have time to rest, right? So we don't have time to rest. Tomorrow's not promised. And the reason why this all is manifesting is because when everybody was partying, I remember it was this one training, it was you, freaking Alfred flew in, you got all of the leaders, everybody's going out. You're like, Coach, man, you coming with us? I said, nope, I can't go. Why, man, why? I got to go grind, I ain't make it yet. And then y'all said, oh, we didn't make it, y'all made it. And I think people forget how hungry you got to stay. See, this is why when we see you are super successful and you're still doing this, that's hunger. That's like you're not content. You want everybody else to get to that next level. But these are the things that I think that we all got to know. So here's the first thing, and I think Charlotte said it. What are you willing to give up? Or Trendy said it. I don't know who said it, but these are the three questions that I ask myself, and I want you guys to ask yourself this. First of all, what are you willing to give up? That's the question I had to ask myself. So when my homeboys wanted to go party or they wanted to go play basketball, I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. But when I called them at 12 o'clock on a Tuesday, you ready to go ball? You ready now? Guess what? They couldn't go nowhere because they had to work. See, a lot of people have sight but no vision. You want this to happen like right now. Well, you wait. Because this is not get rich quick. It's more like get rich slow, which is better than get rich never. So that's the first question. If you on this, guys, you need to be asking yourself that. What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up Call of Duty? That ain't making you no money. Are you willing to give up going on social media, liking all these pages that's not helping you? Are you willing to give up wasting time? Well, like, what are you, like, really ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? Because if it's not serving you or going to position you to the next level, then what's the use? I remember it was me and Shauna, we was both going for VP. I don't know if it was, I think it was the last volume month, if I'm not mistaken, but we both was running for VP. Bruce is messaging me, Alfred messaging me. I'm like, bruh, I'm giving it all I got, bruh. I'm 250. My wife's like, babe, are you gonna eat? I said, eat. I got no time to eat. Forget about eating. So when I noticed that I didn't hit it, you know what I did? I focused my entire energy on making sure my team hit it. Again, guys, what are you willing to give up? Am I willing to give up a quote-unquote title to make sure my team win? I wasn't worried about VP. VP is not my concern. My concern is following what God is telling me to do. VP, that's That's done. Pinnacle, that's done. I just gotta stay on my assignment. This is bigger than credit, right? So Alfred was asking me, he was like, bro, you good? I said, good, man, I'm great. And I remember telling you, now mind y'all, now how many people we out here, because y'all gonna laugh at me. I didn't even shed a tear. I ain't even shed a tear. Why? Because when Alfred asked me, am I good? And Bruce asked me, I said, bro, I don't deserve VP. That boy say, what? I said, I don't deserve VP. We're not ready. My team's not ready. When my team can present without me, close deals without me, sign people up and launch them without me, then we're ready. I don't chase titles, I chase checks. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all brand new on here or you a seasoned veteran, y'all better stop chasing these titles. Because let me tell you what it says at the back of your bill. It says total due. It don't say what's your title and how much is due. It don't say how much, what your rank is, what title you going after. It's telling you total due. This is why these titles, we still made more money at regional sales director and executive sales director than VPs. Some people are rushing to go SD and you don't even know how to launch people. What the hell are you doing? How are you going to duplicate within your team? Somebody called me and they say, well, coach, how do you do R&R at ESD training? Keeping my team accountable. Every single day, my goal is to outproduce everybody on my team. Do I do it every day? No. Why? Because guess what my team trying to do? Outproduce themselves. Right? So that's that first question. What are you willing to give up? Ask yourself that. Write that down, guys. The second thing is, did you have a family meeting? Now, I know there's a lot of black people on here. Sometimes we'll have family meetings, not in my house, or we gonna have a family meeting. When's the last family meeting you had? And then here's the other thing. What are you gonna say in a family meeting? The same thing you've been telling people. This is what you do. You have a family meeting. I have my wife, my 2 kids, and me. We at the table. Luckily, we got a round table. We at the table, and I'm telling them, I'm gonna be here, but I'm not gonna be here. So don't call me in the kitchen to come get some doggone Fruity Pebbles where you can get a chair to get it. I don't have that kind of time. I told my wife, babe, don't message me to ask me what we should eat. I need you to make those decisions. So what was I saying with that? The time I'm going to invest into the business, I need y'all to let me go. Let me go. My wife said, well, this is a home-based business. Why do you have to go to Dunkin' Donuts? That's where the leaders are. The leaders are at Dunkin' Donuts. Bruce is at Dunkin' Donuts. And then there was time where Bruce wasn't at Dunkin' Donuts. Nobody was at Dunkin' Donuts. But guess who kept going to Dunkin' Donuts? I already committed to it. So I say that to say this. When you have the family meeting, it's a declaration. You're telling them what you're about to do. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. That's good, but that's not good. That's good, but that's not good. Because when you tell them what you about to do, guess what my son was doing every day? Daddy, did you get an agent or a customer today? Imagine your kids, real talk. Imagine your kids come to you and they ask you, did you get a customer or agent? Or my wife, babe, did you get a customer or agent? And you didn't get one. I was afraid. I'm a grown man. I was afraid to tell my kids and my wife I didn't get a customer or agent. And Ms. Thomas, you hit it right on the head. They hold me accountable. It didn't matter if he's 11 years old. It didn't matter that my daughter is 12 years old. It didn't matter that I made more money than my wife. These were my accountability partners, and that's them. Then I got Bruce, and then I got Alfred, and then I got Everton, and And then I got Alice Strickland and all the other leaders that we have that's holding us accountable. So remember that. Did you do a family meeting? And here's the flip side. They waiting for you to quit. Y'all ain't hear me. Shut it, they ain't hear me. They ain't hear me. Bruce, they ain't hear me.
You're right.
They're waiting for you to quit. Now watch this. Guess what happened if you quit? I'm coming after everything you left behind. If you quit this business, they're gonna sign up with somebody else because they're waiting for you to quit. Watch this, guys. I'm gonna ask this question. If you had people that you told about the business, this for everybody on this chat, it's 133 people. If you told somebody about the business, they start watching you, and then they eventually sign up, put a 10X in the chat. Let me put my 10X. Because I ain't the only one. Some of y'all be in La La Land. This is a real business. You better act like it is. This pay you real money. When I get my break deposit, I be on He-Man. But guess what? I don't even act like the money there. I be acting like I just got $50, right? So we all just, okay, so that's confirmation. Now here's the last question, and then Bruce, you can hit me with any questions you want. Do you take the no's personal? Ooh. I'm gonna be transparent. Hey, bruh, when my mama told me no, I wanted to cuss her out, but that's my mom. That's my mom. My mom told me no. No, son. And if any of you got Jamaican moms, they feel like they owe you, your paycheck, your life. So I asked my mom to become my customer. She told me no. I asked my brother to go on a trial run. This man been asking me for money since Bruce and I worked at the call center over 10 years ago. He been asking me for money. That man couldn't even do a trial run for me. Did I take it personal? Yes. Yes, I took it personal. Yes, I took it personal. Why? Because I helped everybody in my family. But guess what? When I went back and I went to praying to God, complaining to God, guess what he said? What you complaining to me for? I already told you cast your burdens on me. You did that. Now you got to let it go. So you need to ask yourself, do you take the no's personal? And if you take the no's personal, you got to get over it. Because the moment you keep focusing on the people that told you no, guess who's passing you? Somebody waving. Just like Tom Brady about to throw the pass. He like, I'm open. But you focused on in your feelings about the person that told you no. So don't take the no's personal. And I'm gonna share this last thing with you guys. And I don't share this with anybody, but years ago, before I got into FES and before I got in working at the ad agency, I'm looking at my mother-in-law, right? And I tell my mother-in-law that I'm gonna be rich. Any men on here that made promises to your wife's mom? Did you write checks? Your mom write checks that you couldn't cash? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that told my wife, Mom, that I was going to be a millionaire? I'm the only one that made promises? Okay, it looks like I'm the only one looking at the chat. Okay, somebody said they did, right? So I made promises. I told my wife, Mom, man, I'm about to be rich. Your daughter never going to have to work. Guess what happened, guys? My 2 businesses, I overwhelmed myself. I lost everything on my business. I ended up in a small room in my wife's house, my wife's mom's house, me and my kids. How embarrassing was that? How embarrassing. But guess what? Guess what God did? God gave me some of that humble pie. You thought you had it all, bruh. You thought you had it all. Then I did everything that I had to do. Got into corporate America, they capped my pay, and then that's when I went in the car, had that angry prayer with God. See, that's the part that y'all all hear on the testimonial, when I had the angry prayer with God and then Bruce showed up. But y'all don't know, I was watching the movie The Secret every single day. every day because I just told everybody I was going to be successful and I lost it all. And now all y'all see is the end product. All you guys see is I'm excited, but y'all don't know I'm never going broke. I'm never going back. If you're never going back to the life that you lived before, if you're never going back, put the word never in the chat. If you're never going back to the life that you lived before, put the word never in the chat. You know why Bruce gonna be successful? He never going back. You know why Miss Thomas gonna be successful? She never is going back. You know why Trendy had tears rolling down her eyes? She's never going back. She's never going back. Somebody put never ever. Ever, ever? So, my bad, Bruce. You know I get too excited, man. You can hit me with any questions you got. I just get on, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Nah,
What's
man.
up?
Man, you hitting it right on the head, man. We ain't never going back.
You want me to?
They say if you look back, you stay back. You got to always keep your eyes on the prize. You see, we already left back. That's been and gone. So I'm not gonna keep up too much time. So who did you want to bring on? I know we're supposed to bring on.
Oh, Dana. Can they unmute?
Yes. Give me a second.
Okay, I'm cool.
Have her allow participants to make themselves. What's up?
I don't even see Dana on here. Dana, are you here, Dana?
If she's
Okay.
not on here, then who we got?
Oh yeah, no, she here. Dana Clifton, you there?
I need you to do the edification. And then we're done.
I got it, sir. I got you, sir. I ain't gonna throw you in there. Dana, I can't see you.
Wait a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
I don't know why you guys can't see me. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. That's fine. But try to get the camera on because I need them to see those souls. So
All right. Wait, Coach, tell me what option do I need to push for you to see me? Because I'm not seeing it.
I don't know, but I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart.
All right.
All right, look, that's fine. Let's just get into it. So, guys, I want to introduce to you guys Dana Clifton. I'm gonna let her tell you guys her story, when she started, why she joined, and how did she have so much success in a short amount of time. And then I'm gonna bring up somebody who's just, she's been in. Oh, somebody said push video.
Okay, wait. Okay. All right, y'all share with me. Okay. All right. I did.
Okay, we can't see you. Don't worry about it. We can hear you, Dana. So go ahead, Dana. Share with everybody your title, your current title now, and how fast did you get there, and what did you do, and why are you so driven? Because you didn't come to play.
Well, first and foremost, guys, obviously, I've been so busy with this business in the last 72 hours that I'm you can't see me. However, I've been working. So I apologize you can't see me. I think it was a week ago today, yesterday, Thursday, that I signed up, and I didn't know I was signing up. And long story short is I signed up and I didn't really know what I was doing. And so, within 6 hours after signing up, I had signed up for every single program, every single one. And so I called the person that told me about the program, and I was like, wait, what are your turnaround? It's 6 hours. I've signed up for everything. This is crazy. And it just was so easy. And the easier it was.
Hold on, Dana. So when you say you signed up for everything, what did you sign up for?
In all honesty, everything I could click on, but I'm gonna break it down. So I got my will and trust, I got the secure card, I got the shop for less, credit monitoring, credit restoration.
Okay. So
all of that.
what made you what was your mindset? Why did you sign up for those things?
So for one, I thought it was too good to be true because the person that presented it to me was a very good friend I've known since 7th grade. So
Jay
I
Wilford,
lit-
right?
huh?
Jamil
Yes,
Wilford.
Jay. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Jay and I was from 7th grade. So my thought process was, if nothing else, I'm gonna punk him. I'm gonna find out, if it's foolproof, because I could call him and but it didn't happen. So much so that when I signed up for everything, I was like, okay, it was too easy. For me, it was my passion, my background in the court system is I wanted to sign up for everything so that I could duplicate not me, but the services for my the client base that I already had. So it happened for me in 6 hours.
So hold on. So you signed up for everything in 6 hours. How long did it take you to go get the field trainer?
24 hours. Wait,
And how did
48
you
hours.
and how did you go field training so fast? What did you do?
Okay, so at first I didn't know what I did. And once it happened, I'm one of those people that I needed to make it make sense, right? I needed it to make sense because I'm logical. I work for the courts. Like, what is this program? It made sense because the platform was already there. My passion met the platform. That's all that happened.
Time out. You said your passion met the platform?
Period.
That's powerful. That's powerful. Wow. So you mean to tell me if someone is passionate about this business or passionate about what we're doing, being a part of this platform, they're going to have success?
It's just one of those things where anything that you can, if you can conceive it and believe it, you probably can achieve it. Yes, we know all that. That all makes sense. But this is just one of those things where if you are truly serious and your passion is there, the reason I signed up in 6 hours, being court appointed, it was because the platform was already there, Coach. That's what I'm trying to say. It just was there.
Okay. And then where do you see yourself going in the next 90 days?
Well, considering I made field trainer in 24 hours or maybe 48, I'm not sure. There's no looking. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't even know. That it's whatever. It's definitely unlimited though.
Hey, Coach, can I ask something?
Of course, of course.
At 24 hours, I'm scratching my head. I didn't even do that. Like, did you get a bunch of people in front of Kevin? Like, are you like a president of somebody? Like, you friends with Obama? Like, how you did that?
No.
That's not normal.
No, Bruce, none of the above. No. And listen, the same way that you're scratching your head, I called Jay, the person that put me down, and I said, wait a minute, something's going on. This was too easy. This was like, I needed it to make sense. So no, there was nothing that happened except this platform met my passion. And when those two things unite, you better get ready because it can happen overnight because it happened to me.
Wow. Hey, listen, do a lot of people just trust you? Because, I mean, when I came in and I was trying to tell people, they were like, you owe me $3. Like, I ain't have that. So I'm just being transparent with y'all. Like, what she's saying is not normal.
Hey, wait a minute.
I still owe people money. They were like, nah, man, when you start making money, I'm going to join. I had to
All right.
for example.
You want me to answer that, Bruce? Okay, so.
Yeah, I want you to have, I want to, this is leadership.
To be honest, I told Jay, from now that I'm thinking about it, I almost missed the call because when he told me, and I did the webinar because I known him my whole life. When I was hearing testimonials, right, I was like, that's not me. You know, I'm hearing testimonials, women and people being in these predicaments where they're not liquid. They don't have any money and whatever. So I actually thought that I was winning because I was like, well, I don't need credit. I travel. I do what I want. I buy what I want. It wasn't until I met me and Jay connected that I found out that my credit had been hijacked. I didn't even know.
Wow. Wow. Hey, listen.
I had no idea at all. So I was one of those people that thought I was okay, thought I was good, thought I was liquid, thought I had a good job, thought all these things. So I didn't even know that this platform I needed, because he exposed to me that, yeah, you might be liquid, but you ain't got no street credit, AKA Wall Street.
All right, Dana. So thank you so very much for sharing. And I love your mindset, your tenacity. Continue to go, stay hungry. Let me bring on one more person, Dana, but don't stop. Obviously, you have a relentless mindset, but now we want to make sure we're duplicating that. So now your goal is to go senior field trainer minimum by May 16th or SD, and you're going to get it done. So I appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach Kev.
You're welcome. So now let me bring up one more young lady. Her name is Kiwi, and then we'll let Bruce do his thing. Now, Bruce, you may have to ask her a few questions too, because she brings it. So I call her like the Alyssa Barnes of our organization, man. So this young lady, man, so Kiwi's going to tell you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is what our mentor, Bruce Rochester, wants us to share. And I want you guys to hear from her, because I got a chance to see the story because she's in my team. But to see where she's at right now, and the growth and what's happening in her team is just extraordinary. She's what you call a top producing. She was a senior field trainer. She's an SD now. We're gonna go ahead and knock that bang out. But I want you guys to hear why she did the business, how she went from doing the business but being in the red zone, or as Bruce said earlier, she's not an FES. FES is in her. Top producing executive, Miss Kawana Walker. Go ahead and take it away, Queen.
Hey, y'all. Hello, what's up, Coach Jeff? Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Y'all got me with the quarantine eyebrows and everything. So, yes, I joined FES March 6th of 2019. I didn't get a fancy webinar. I didn't get anything on Facebook. I didn't see any, ads or anything like that. I was given Coach Kev's number by two individuals. One lived here in West Palm. One lived in Atlanta, Georgia. She was a realtor. He got me on the phone. I initially contacted him just about getting my credit repaired. I was in an apartment complex. I don't know if anybody else has been in this situation where, they went up on the rent like $150. My credit score was a 465. I couldn't move because everybody else wanted a 600 and above. So that's what made me seek, help to get credit repaired. The rest is history. I went ahead and joined the business. It took me 6 months to make field trainer. It took me about a month and a half to get my stride for 5. When I first came aboard, I literally followed every single tool that Coach Kev gave me, all the way down to the script. When he would do the 3-way calls with me, I would write it down word for word. And every time he did a different person with me, if I had gaps in it the first time, I would go back and fill them back in, and then I would practice. I had like a little pillow. I would make my son come in the room and sit there and unfortunately listen to me explain the business to him over and over again until I got better, because I wanted to be able to do this without having to consistently depend on my mentor in the event he was not available. I was not good in the beginning. I was umming people to death. This, that, like this, like that. I wasn't smooth with my words, but I knew it didn't matter, because the more I kept going, the more I kept talking, the better that I would get. So I know there are a few people on this call on this webinar conference who are new. You might get a little stuck or sidetracked when you're speaking to a client, but remember, the client doesn't know if you messed up with what you were supposed to say. You have to just be consistent and keep going. So like I said, it took me 5 about 5 weeks or 6 weeks or so to make it to my Strive for Five. So I had to pay the $89 one time. I had a bunch of trials and tribulations. I'm a paralegal by profession. I hated my job. I hated corporate America. I would be at work sometimes about in tears because while everybody else is enjoying 4th of July, I'm at work. The lawyer, he's at home with his family. I'm stuck at work. I have to come home at 6. My son is home all day by himself. I got to come in and try to make cheeseburgers on the stove because I didn't get a chance to barbecue or do fireworks because I had to work. So I knew that I needed to get away from corporate America because it wasn't in my spirit. It just paid the bills. It was a $65,000 a year job. It paid the bills, but it still wasn't allowing me. I couldn't vacation. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere with my son because I was always needed at work. So when I first got my first 2 agents, they probably lasted about a good month. One of them lasted, I think, 2 days. He came aboard, he joined. I was so excited. He's the one that made me field trainer. And then 2 days later, he said, I don't like putting up stuff on social media. The other one said she didn't like tagging people. This wasn't for her. So now I don't have a team. So I got someone else to come into business. He came in, he signed up, he did nothing at all. During this time, I had issues with family. I had health issues with my blood pressure. I had them quit that one law firm. I was at another law firm. I had to end up leaving that after 30 days because the guy spoke to me any kind of way. So now I'm unemployed. So I'm going through a lot. But at the end of the day, I never gave up on this business. I remember going to my first Super Saturday, and I sat there and I listened to Bruce, and that's the first time I met Coach Kev in person. And it was Lakeisha's story that kind of took me back a little bit. I related to her some kind of way. And I remember she saying it took her like 3 years or so to get to where she was. So in my mind, I had made an agreement to myself that I'm going to finish this out. I'm going to give myself 2 years. I just wanted 2 years to make it to senior field trainer, y'all. I didn't say VP. I didn't say SVP. I didn't say any of that. I just said I want to see if I can get 2 promotions in 2 years. And if that's the case, I'm going to keep going. But if I'm still at an agent by then, I'm going to give up. So here we are, December-ish 2019. We hit January of 2020. My biological father passes away. My grandmother passes away. My cousin passes away. All within, my grandma and dad passed away 5 days from each other. That was a lot of pressure. It was a lot. But not one time did I stop working this business. I took time off from my job, but I never took time off from FES. I get a pleasure from being able to speak to people about the issues that they have going on. I make a lot of people have a great day on my calls with them. We laugh a lot, we joke a lot, because credit repair, as everybody keeps saying, it's a mindset. So when I'm on the phone with them, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get in their brain. I'm trying to see where their mindset is and what it is that has caused them to have bad credit, what it is that they need. Some people are unemployed, so I do offer them an opportunity to become an agent. February of 2020, I had 3 active agents, 2 inactive agents, and we're in May. I have over 22 agents on my team right now. So once I started building a team, and then back up a little bit, I walked off my job in February 26th of 2020. I didn't have a plan, probably not the best thing to do. I wouldn't suggest anybody else to do it. I took a leap of faith, just like I took a leap of faith to be in FES. But it allowed me, when the quarantine hit, to focus nothing on but my business. I went 100% hard on it. I'm up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't even sleep now. In my dreams, I'm waking up sometimes in the middle of the night like, dang, I forgot to call I got to call her in the morning. I'm writing notes down off my sleep. I'm doing everything I can do to make sure my business does well, but not just for me, for my team. It's very important to me that I build a team of the proper way. I don't want my team to go out there and don't know anything. I believe Coach Kev said that sometimes we want to reach out and get a title, but we're not ready for that title. So what I look like trying to mentor 22 people up underneath of me, and I don't even know how to trigger a cab. I don't even know how to assist them to structure their team. I don't even know what to tell them when they're asking these questions. I can't always continue to call Coach Kev because Coach Kev is busy. So I got to make sure that I go to trainings and I learn as much as I can so that I can reciprocate that information back to my team. Because my goal on my team is we don't want no agents. We want field trainers and up, period. So for me, this, like Coach Kev said, I'm not with FES. FES is definitely inside of me. I have dedicated everything I wanted to dedicate, and I'm still going. I'm just hitting sales director. I'm going to hopefully make RSD by next month, the 5-volume week month, and it's up from there. So what I'm telling anybody who is wondering what I'm doing on my team is I'm just reciprocating everything that I learned from my mentor, which was Coach Kev, and I'm trying to make sure that each and every one person on my team, when they're building their team, that they give the same energy. I am definitely not a selfish leader. I am beyond selfless. I want to see everybody win. I want to see you win, whether you're on my team or you're not. And I'm done, Coach.
Hold on one second, and I'm gonna let Bruce answer this. Ask you a question, but let me ask you this because I think people need to hear it. You remember when you called me one day and I was like, "Don't get in, Mama Duck mode, right? Where you just wanted to call everybody, make sure, are you good? What conversation did you have with yourself, or what was it that I said that made you got in the red zone? You start focusing on, like, what made you turn that switch on to put all of the time into you, and then your team, to me, exploded after that?
Because you told me, Kiwi, you should be putting 80% pouring 80% into yourself and about 20% into your team. And at that time, when I sat back and thought about it, especially after my father had passed away, I wasn't putting any energy into myself. I was putting everything into my team. I was just, every day I woke up, it was like, oh, well, did you get an agent? Did you get a customer? Okay, well, get me on the phone with somebody. And then I went and sat down. That's all I did is went and sat down. I wasn't doing anything else. And then after that phone call, I remember I was downstairs, I was washing dishes. And I sat there and I looked out the window and I said, dang, he right. Well, I ain't bring nobody in. What am I doing? Like, I'm already a year in. I gave myself 2 years. What are you doing? You quit your job. You unemployed. You're looking crazy. You got a kid to feed. You got bills to pay. What are you doing? So then I slept on it. I pray on everything. I remember put God first above all. I prayed on it. And I just told myself, you got to wake your ass up, period, point blank, in a discussion. You got to wake up. You've been asleep too long. You don't quit your job, doing dumb decisions. Hello. So then I just went hard. The next day, I went and I said, what would Coach Kev do? I promise you I said this. I said, what would Coach Kev do? Coach Kev would not be sitting here flipping the TV trying to watch the next Netflix thing on TV. Coach Kev is not going to sit here. Coach Kev ain't been calling me asking me what the hell I'm doing because he's doing whatever it is that he have to do. So I had a meeting with my team and I told them, I'm tired of cuddling y'all. I'm no longer going to be a mama bear. I'm no longer going to be holding your hand. I'm going to start treating you like I treat my own kid. And I'm going to have to put the brakes down. Y'all got to get to work. We got to get to work. Our team is the underdogs. We look horrible out here in these streets. What is we going to do? And it just picked up from there. So I had to lead by example. Once I started coming in and bringing in agents and customers, they looking like, well, dang, what's she doing? We ain't doing nothing. And they woke up. Remember that person I told you that joined in November? Mm-hmm. That was MIA for 7 months? He popped up out of nowhere. He popped up, I think it was 2 weeks ago. He's now a field trainer after coming back for 2 weeks. So I had another agent that made field trainer, I think in April. He went MIA as soon as he made the title. He just popped back up today. So even your agents be watching, even the ones who don't do anything and just sit back and you like, man, I don't put them on my team. They ain't even doing nothing, but they're still watching. Don't give up on nobody because they can and will come back.
Wow. Bruce, anything? Any questions? Bruce?
No more mama duck.
No more.
Period. Because I think we get into this 24-hour daycare where we feel like we have to babysit people, and we are all entrepreneurs. We got to take initiative. This is our own business. like after a while, the training wheels gotta come off. So I definitely took that from you. So I wanted to ask you how many calls, because a lot of people when they get in, they say, I don't want to call my mentor because I know he's busy, but they never put you on any calls. They never even call you. So how many calls did you do? Like, did you do your own 3-ways right off rip? Like how many 3-ways, how much times did you had to do calls with coach before you said, all right, I'm ready to be on my own. I'm ready to fly. Swim.
I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but I don't think Coach Kev has ever heard me do a phone call by myself yet. I bobbed and weaved him in the beginning. I think I did maybe 2 days of calls with Coach. Like I said, I wrote down every single thing. When Coach was on a 3-way call and the customer would ask a question, I wrote the question down real fast. I put the answer. After the call, if I didn't get the full answer, I would ask Coach, she asked you this question, what did you say again? And I would write it down. I practiced those things over and over again. So by day 2, I knew what to say because I had my little handy dandy book with me and I walked around with it. I took it to me at lunch, in the bathroom. And that's where I came up with this saying that I say, which is nobody's safe. That's when I got bold. I got confident. And it didn't matter where the hell I was. I could be in the bathroom and you could be next to me in the next stall and need toilet paper. When I give you that toilet paper, on top of it is going to be my card. And I'm going to tell you, here you go, girl, but hit me up for credit repair when you finish. If I'm at the grocery store and I'm giving you the money to pay for the food, I'm going to give you the card with the money. Here you go, ma'am. Hit me up for credit repair when you get out. That's just where I started. So I wanted to make sure that I learned it as soon as possible. So for me, 2 days with Coach Kev, but I still utilize my mentor to this day. You know, I still call Coach if I need him for advice or to help me close something.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. 2 days. Wow. Man, all right. Man, y'all just making me look bad. I shuttled out. I remember driving to him, but I did a lot of the things you did as well. And I want you guys to take notes. Don't take your mentor's time for granted. Like when I shadowed Alfred, I took notes. I recorded some of his phone calls. I recorded when he was doing a 2-on-1, when we're doing PBRs or whatever you want to call them, one-on-ones. I literally recorded them. And I watched his presentation literally, I would say hundreds of times. I fell asleep listening to this dude doing presentation. My girl was like, how many times are you going to keep listening to it? Until I sound like him and I know how to present like him, I'm going to keep listening to it. Because I know eventually he's going to be busy and he's not going to be able to answer all my phone calls. So I had to take initiative, and that's what leaders do. And this is why we're having this leadership call. So I want to, man, Kiwi, your story is amazing.com.
Thank you.
Brenda, thank you. Coach, anything else you want to ask?
You know, man, no, I think she hit it on the head. And one of the things that I think everybody needs to know, and Kiwi said it effortlessly, you know, your team is watching you, man. You know, the moment they saw her start putting her attention on her brand new agents, all the other agents start waking up, fighting for her attention. I remember seeing the agents that went to sleep, they start posting in the group, they got customers. And I said, see, Kiwi, there you go right there. But I need you to stay focused and work where the fire is. So what does that mean, guys, when we say work where the fire is? When you bring agents in and they're working a business, that's where you focus. Don't focus on the people that just you cool with them and you like to hang out with them, because that's not going to get you paid. You need to focus where the fire is. Wherever agents are signing up, you focus on that team. Help that agent. I don't care if you're a field trainer and you help them get promoted to field trainer. Y'all in the same title. Still help them. Still help them, because you guys are both new, and you got to make sure you secure their success because you brought them in. And I promise you, if you have that selfless mindset, you're never gonna go broke. Like never. So just definitely shouts out to Kiwi just for staying consistent. And this is, you know, this is only the beginning for her. I already know she's going to be on a national stage. I already know she's going to be a senior vice president, along with a lot of other leaders that's on here right now, because you guys are listening to her. You're listening to Bruce. You're listening to me. And you're saying to yourself, man, what I got to do? Get to work. That's all you got to do. get to work, stay positive, plug people into the webinars, and I promise you, and you be patient with yourself, you're going to have success, man. So I just appreciate you, Bruce, for giving me that call. Alfred reaching out to me as well, and just being there every single time. When I was an RSD and I told you, man, I want to do a presentation, and you were the only one who was like, Coach, I'm working on it, man. Like, just let me do my thing, man. So if you didn't help me get, to be able to do the presentation, and obviously my work ethic and my aggressiveness is going to get done. But I appreciate you. And you ain't even open the door wide. You just left that little crack, and I just bust through that bad boy. So I appreciate that, man.
Wow, man. I took so many stuff from this call. What are you willing to give up? Stay on your assignment. Don't chase the title. Chase the checks.
Mm-hmm.
Having an accountability partner. That is so important. Having an accountability partner, whether it's your kids, whether it's your family member, or whether it's someone in the business. Don't take anything personal. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first got started in network marketing, I used to take things personal. I used to write these 2-paragraph essays, and I'm like, what you mean you're not signing up? Right? I used to take a lot of things personal. My cousin, when I showed it to him and I used to take things personal, but I've learned not to wear my emotions on my sleeve and don't get attached to the outcome. I get attached to the income. I don't get attached to the outcome. I get attached to the income. So learn to let go. Y'all got to learn to let go. Let go the naysayers. Let go the haters. The people who don't believe in you, just let go. Let go the people who said they were going to sign up this Friday, the Friday after next, the Friday after the third Friday, the fourth. Man, let go. We going to the next person. Y'all got to be like flight attendants. When you're on a plane trying to serve somebody a drink and the person's not thirsty, why are you still sitting here trying to force this person? You got a person on aisle 38 dying of thirst. Let go. It's on to the next person. And don't rush the process. Because if you do, you're going to have a premature title. And you're going to be right there, right back down where your mindset is at. So I want to thank everybody for hopping on. Today was really a mindset. We was going to go into how to get to sales director in 30 days, but we'll get back there. I want you guys to get back to work. Let's produce. I ain't going to lie to you, right now is a record-breaking month. Record-breaking. I see who's grinding and I see who's not. I see who's adding their friends. If you still got 300 friends from 2 months ago and you're supposed to have 1,000 friends on your Facebook, like, let's go. Like, I know who's working. I know who's not. Let's keep grinding. Let's get to the top. And I see everybody at the bank. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, man, Kiki. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who gave these wonderful testimonies. And thank you for sharing your story, because it was well needed. And I see you guys at the bank. Good night.